Well, it was about 1:05 p.m. on the 21st, Monday the 21st, that Ellen finally got on the road. We were still up in Washington, D.C., so we had to drive back to the starting point, and we got caught in construction traffic and everything, and we must have lost 2 hours getting down here. So in any event, he's on his way now. The idea would be is if he could go about 47 miles. That would get us to the beginning of the trail going into Washington, D.C., the bike trail, which would really make it easy then to get out of there. It also would bring us close to our hotel so we don't have this big ride back again. So anyhow, he's on his way already. He's probably a mile down the road by now, so I got to get going to catch up with him. Well, I'm at the 1 mile mark. I still haven't caught up with Alan, so I don't know where he's at, but he's ahead of me. I guess what I should have said, in addition to the mileage, is we'll be heading towards Dale City, where we got the chain fixed, on from there to Lorton, Virginia, and then on to hopefully Mount Vernon and the Mount Vernon Trail that takes us on in if we make the full 47 miles. But if we can get to Lorton, we will really be in quite good shape. So yeah, I'll get back with you in a little bit. This is the scenery, I guess, we're seeing up here. It looks an awful lot like back home in Missouri. Well, it's not quite 2 o'clock. I'm behind Alan right now, trying to catch up with him, but we had an interesting start here. I'm about 3 miles, like I said, into it, and he's still ahead of me, except that when I took off after he had already left, I drove about 5 miles along our route. And Alan, so I turned back around and drove down to where 610 and 612 rode together for a while, so I took 610 to see if he took that way, and drove about 7 miles, and I come back to the intersection of 610 and 612 and turned on the 612, and about a mile into it, there was Alan. Turned out when he started off, we were facing the sign that said 612, and he turned right instead of left, so he rode 5 miles, 2.5 miles down to T where we started, and today getting back up here and 2 miles back up. So even though I'm just now crossing about 3.5 miles, he's actually already done 8.5, and I still haven't caught him. So we'll see how it goes. Well, I'm at about 4.5 on the route, but we're almost 9.5 miles for Alan riding. So he's having a good day because it's not been an hour yet since we started. So he's doing well. With the new chain in that, he's got another gear he can use. Would you like to do that again, or what?
We need to contact that bike shop.
Yeah?
Before they take out the trash. There's a good chance they didn't take it out. A lot of times they got
Yeah, what's wrong?
Well, the chain, I think, is a bit too long. I'm losing a couple of the small gears on the small sprocket instead of just one gear on the...
Yeah, watch, I've got to get out. Well, it's about 3 o'clock. I'm at about 18.5 miles into the day's journey, but we're really at 23.5 because of the extra mileage that Alan already rode. And I was just looking at this cemetery here right up in the corner. This is the corner where we turn. We're going to go left on 619 up there. So we're just going to look at a couple of the gravestones. Well, we're at the 20.5 mile mark of the ride for the day, which we're hoping will be about 46.5. That would get us all the way over to the Mount Vernon Trail, which takes you right into downtown DC. It'd be a great place to start. It would also be a lot closer to where we're staying. He's been averaging he's been averaging pretty close to 11 miles an hour, I guess, since we started today. So it's been a good day so far. He was on a bike trail up there, and he had to cross over to try to get through the intersection. He had to find another spot. Looked like it worked out good when he thought about it. About 5:30, we just reached a town called Occoquan, I think. It's Occoquan. I don't know if any of this is old or if it's all new or what, but it's kind of interesting. We're right on a river here, I think, because we have to take, when the road ends down here, we have to take a people bridge across the river. I think it's kind of a mix of things that have been rebuilt and things. This is at the end of this. If we go across the bridge and do just a little bit more, we'll be at I don't know, but we'll be about 7 miles short of where we need to be to get on the Mount Vernon Trail, I believe. My mind's starting to go. About 5:35. We're at, let's see what it says here. Town of, however you pronounce it. And Ellen's down on the people bridge. It's the bikes are supposed to go across, then go to this Highway 123, and I gotta find out how to do that. Get over to 123 myself. So, it's very pretty. Here he goes across the bridge. Like I said, it was very pretty here. I have to go up, back up to the main highway, and you can see the bridge up there. As I move this way, you'll be able to see the bridge. I have to cross that, and apparently this road goes up there. And this is the river going the way. Wow, look at the rocks and stuff right down there. Sure, I hear a lot of water. It must go around. This is really a very, very picturesque place. Yeah, we went on, came down, and at least went that far. Because tomorrow, with all the overreach mileage, we'll take it and start really just about 4 miles from the bike path that goes all the way into the city and through the mall. Looks like I can't go the other way, so I hope I don't get lost going out. Like some of the stuff you see in St. Jennifer. Yeah, I was feeling bad for you. I thought you were out in the sun. Shit, you know.
I found a good spot.
Yeah, I would say. Well, it's about 10 to 6 on the 21st, Monday, and we made 42.5 miles, I guess. So we're just 4 miles short of the Mount Vernon bike trail that goes right into the mall. So that's where we can start up tomorrow. It was a good day overall. It was a little hectic, I think, at the end when the cars were running over him, but other than that, it was...
Well, it was definitely one of the most dangerous spots I think we've been on throughout the whole thing. I mean, we've been on zigzagging mountain roads with, you know, coal trucks whizzing by us and all these different, you know, it always felt like, you know, they were in pretty good control, but here it was like, it was chaos. I mean, it really was.
I think they looked upon us as just another vehicle that was impeding them getting home.
Yeah, which to some degree is good, as long as they don't do something weird. I was really afraid of, you know, it was super fast traffic, so if there were a lot of turn lanes, and you don't want to ride in the turn lane because somebody will come around you and kill you.
Yeah.
And they're going straight, so somebody will kill you that way. And if you're on the road, then somebody will kill you that way. So it was pretty much...
But they all missed you.
Killed.
That's because you're cute.